Welcome everyone. My name's Dom, and so I have now had the AirPods Max for about a week, and I got a lot to say about these guys. So if you haven't seen my unboxing video yet, definitely go check that out. But I think it's time to give these like a real incomplete review. So let's get started. Okay, so these headphones, right? Like the biggest controversy, like the biggest problem that I've had with these headphones is the price tag, right? Everything about these headphones, and I said in my initial thoughts, is I mean, they're luxury, they're premium, they're a lot. They're a lot more than just than just sound quality, and the sound quality is good. And with the breaking in, now I've gotten through my break-in period. I've done a lot of listening to podcasts, music, movies, and so the sound quality has kind of grown on me, right? I still do feel like, and again, it's not that the bass is overblown, but I do still feel like the bass, just because of how well these foam ear cup things, whatever the hell they are, the way that they just kind of encapsulate sound in your ear. I sometimes feel like I'm being drowned in certain notes and certain frequencies, but I mean, that's not a bad thing. You do get used to it, but the sound quality is good. Is it the greatest? No. But I don't think that's what Apple was really going for here. You see, I didn't realize until I had these headphones that there is more to the experience of, especially wireless headphones, than just the sound quality. Sound quality is like 90% of the battle, but that remaining 10%, I think I'm starting to understand what Apple was going for here. The biggest thing when it comes to Apple, and this is like, I think everybody knows this in the tech world, right? But the biggest thing when it comes to Apple is the ecosystem, the way that everything works with everything else. You can move stuff from your laptop to your desktop to your phone. You can move headphones from here to there, mice, keyboards, everything, right? It all just kind of works together. And these join in a really in a fantastic way, in a way that the standard AirPods just haven't been able to do. And what I mean by that is, number one is comfort. These headphones now, I have gone on hours and hours and hours, I think up to 10 hours straight of having these headphones on. They are incredibly comfortable. They're heavy as I mean, these things are heavy, right? They're solid, they're made of metal, the whole shebang. The way that this weird like banana hammock thing, whatever you want to call it, is designed, on top of the shape, on top of just the way it moves, the way it kind of, goes around your head, like they're just really, really comfortable. And maybe that's just because I have a big ass head and they just happen to hug it really well, but I can keep these things on for hours. It's gotten to the point where I can keep these headphones on for so long that it's just the idea that I've had something on my head, my ears, for that long, that makes me take them off. But you don't really need to. And as I've gotten more used to them and I've used them more, I mean, day in, day out, in all different scenarios that I could possibly test them against in my apartment. Yeah, no, they pass the comfort test 100%. The construction, again, getting more into that, is phenomenal. This, whatever machining that they had to do to get these adjustment bars, these stainless steel adjustment things to work, and they're tight and they hold. And I don't feel like I have to constantly readjust the way that they fit on my head. I just feel like, once I set them, you set and forget, right? So the two big features for these headphones is the transparency mode and the noise canceling mode. So starting things off with transparency mode, it's excellent. I mean, it is nearly flawless now that I've really gotten to use it, and I use the transparency mode almost all the time. Like the sound just travels through them like light through glass. It's so good. 99.9% perfect. I think there was like one instance where I could tell something was off. But I mean, even positional data, right? Like I had these on at one point and I had a movie playing, and I don't even know why these were on my head, but I had a movie playing. I think I was testing between switching from using these for Apple TV, like surround sound effects. The speakers behind me, I could still tell that there was something behind me. So even like positional location. So I don't know what kind of wizardry sourcecraft is going on with these damn things, but I mean, it's something else. The other feature, noise canceling. So noise canceling, I'm a bit iffy on, right? I haven't experienced a lot of noise canceling. I mean, I have experienced it, right? And with the AirPods Pro, I have definitely used the noise canceling on those. They're good. I when I hear the word noise canceling, I think like no sound at all, but I know that's basically impossible. The noise canceling on these is really, really, really good. If you're listening to something, even at like relatively low volume, you don't hear anything that's going on. It's good. Is it perfect? No. Is that like going to be possible? No, because like with noise canceling, outside of the outside of some of the weird quirky things like the pressure in your ear, I mean, it's never perfect, right? You're going to hear yourself talking, and you're going to hear outside stuff. And if you seal the ear entirely, you might have too much pressure. Like there's a bunch of physics and other like weird like sound things. They click together, right? I mean, overall, I would say like if you're looking for good noise canceling headphones and you want to try these, yeah, they get the job done. I mean, you can get other headphones that are probably better or at least more reasonably priced than these if you're just looking for noise canceling. But I mean that is a huge perk with these headphones for sure. Like it does a good job. So to switch between the modes, there are these two buttons here on the headphones themselves, right? It's got this digital crown you can use to adjust the volume. Now the digital crown is, if you've ever had an Apple Watch before, it's the same kind of thing, right? And it works the same way. It's wonderful having the digital crown on the headphones because the AirPods and AirPods Pro had no way to adjust the volume. So having this is like a welcome addition. And then you could switch modes using this button here. That stuff works really well. It reads text messages to you. Everything about them is just, I mean, it's just a good experience while also getting pretty decent sound quality. So, again, it seems to be more about like all the additional things that headphones can do. I use them with Apple TV. I watched a bunch of movies and stuff like that, and it's awesome, especially at night. If you're up late or somebody else is trying to sleep, you can throw these guys on. And I mean, it's really no different from the AirPods and AirPods Pro, but these are really, really comfortable. I've worn these like 8 hours straight. So I'm assuming that the comfort isn't going to change too much with time, at least until, there's some wear and tear, which luckily enough, you can replace these ear cups. They're magnetic. They're wonderful. It makes these headphones easy to clean, which is great in case you have any like hairs or debris or anything like that might fall in. That in and of itself is awesome because like just the ability to clean them is something I didn't realize like I would want from a pair of headphones. However, these ear cups are going to be like $70 to replace. Now, I won't know if that price is justifiable for how long they last, but if these guys can last the 5 years, and like I said in that video, right? If they last the 5 years, $100 for every $100 you pay, they should last minimum a year. And the last thing, well, almost last thing that I want to talk about is the battery life. The battery life is like great. These things haven't died on me once. Like I'll occasionally throw them on the charger, but to be honest with you, I forget to charge them and they still haven't died. I don't think they've been plugged in for like 3 days and I'm using them hours and hours and hours a day. So that 20-hour battery life thing, I think your use may vary, but I'm willing to bet I could probably get 30 hours out of a charge with these things. And again, that's I don't even put them into, and that's going to bring up my kind of last point is without putting them in this stupid case. So this stupid case, I mean, this is it. It's a weird rubbery leather velvet thing. It doesn't feel Apple at all. It feels kind of like the attempt at a premium case for, like some really cheap headphones or, a new brand that hasn't quite figured out how to make stuff. This Apple is like inexcusable. I don't know what the hell this is. So the reason I bring this up now is because like you typically would want to charge the headphones with the case on, right? You want to protect them and all that stuff like that. And I don't think these do a good job at protecting the headphones, but they did some kind of weird, Apple Magic oh my God. They did some kind of like Apple Magic magnet thing with these. And so the act of putting the headphones in here puts them into rest mode. Otherwise, they continue to consume battery. This is dumb. I mean, that's all I can say. This is a dumb design. I would have preferred a box or a stand or something. I get that this might be like kind of a temp case, and I'm willing to bet, knowing Apple, that there's going to be other cases that come out for this. I would have loved some kind of like wireless charging pad that I could have flipped them upside down and like put them on a pad or something to let them charge, but they don't. So I rarely ever use this case, and I'm willing to bet that most people that get these are not going to want to use this case because it's clunky and it feels inconvenient to put the headphones in and put the headphones out. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. I would have much rather had a spot on my desk to place them for a wireless charge or something along those lines. That would have really sealed the deal for me. But everything being said, the question still has to be asked. Are they worth $549? I guess not really, kind of. It's so hard, right? This is stupid. Like, it's a stupid, oh my God, I dropped it. It's a stupid case. Everything else about them is just so wonderful. And I don't think making the sound quality any better on these would have justified the price. Like, they sound just fine. They sound good. They sound premium. They are comfortable. They have everything you want. But without some kind of like fancy new age technology, new age feature, something truly like, groundbreaking or just like a new level of audio, immersion, right? Which I don't even think most people would even be able to appreciate. I don't think people have, really worked their ear. It's kind of, like taste. It's an acquired taste. When you start drinking wine or this or that, right? It's like an acquired taste. Your eyes, your senses learn to kind of adapt and hear and pick up different things. And I don't think that making the sound quality any better on these would have made a difference to the average consumer. But to the average consumer, these are $500 headphones. Now, if you're completely in the Apple ecosystem, that's number one. Sure. And you would probably get them anyway because, I mean, Apple fans are Apple fans. We're nuts. And, we want what we want. And when it comes to Apple stuff, unless it's like abysmal and just really bad, we usually get it. So, all right, you guys, I covered you. Now on to the average kind of Apple user. If you take long flights, long trips, train rides, commuting, anything like that, these might be like your friend. I can see how experiencing these headphones over a long span of time would be, I mean, it's a great experience, right? And so if you have a situation like that, yeah, I would say, you know what? If you have an iPhone, you like Apple Music, and you like all the stuff Apple has to offer, these things integrate really well with Apple's stuff. So if you're just an iPhone user or a day-to-day average iPhone user or iOS user in any way, shape, or form, if you work on a computer for a really long time and you're dealing with sound a lot, anything where, I would say if you need headphones to be on your head for a long, long time, and I mean like hours and hours and hours, that right there is really where I think these headphones shine. Above everything else, with the exception of maybe transparency mode, the comfort is probably the best thing about these headphones. That's just me though. Again, big head, probably squeeze on, clamp real tight, but I haven't found a head yet, small, big or small, that these haven't fit on. Now again, your comfort might vary, but that is number one. And then number two, because they're so comfortable and because you might keep them on your head for hours and hours and hours and hours, the transparency mode allows you to kind of exist in your normal day-to-day life. Like your family can talk to you, your friends can talk to you, if you want them to, or you could just, you could mute them. All those little things combined just add up to that extra 10%. And I think in that regard, Apple nailed these headphones. My other big complaint, and I said this in the unboxing video, initial thoughts, as long as these are, well maintained yeah, I can see them lasting a while. And that about wraps this one up, guys. So leave me any thoughts, comments down below. Definitely subscribe. Check out my complete review on the AirPods and AirPods Pro that's coming out this week. And if you're not familiar with it, what my complete reviews are, I got a playlist. You can go check it out on the channel. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want me to try, anything you're curious about, all that kind of stuff. Throw a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And as always, talk to you soon.